happening again.
No.
That is not happening again.
No, we got George getting in. I mean, it's just there's so many of you now that are getting in on these,
Jeez.
and I don't blame you for wanting to take advantage of this, especially now that we're at $1349.99.
Yeah.
For a quad A stone at a minimum 3 carats. Now, here's the one I've really been wanting to show.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been just biting my tongue here. I've been wanting to get this on air here for a few minutes. Look at that round.
Wow.
Let me get the ruler out here. Again, exceptional.
Spectacular.
It really is spectacular. And I'm going to turn. Oh, man, that. Oh! This is the most pleochroic Tanzanite I think I've ever seen.
Well, and I'm looking at the pavilion. I can tell you right now that's bigger than 3 carats because of the depth of the pavilion. Now, I will say this, because there's going to be those of you saying, well, which one is the rarest? Which one's the most valuable? They're quad A vivid. They are all valuable. They are all rare. So you just let your heart speak to which one you want. But I think the important thing is that you get on the phone lines right now.
When I was visiting our facility in Jaipur in 2018, so what was that, 6 years ago now, when I finally got a chance to do the big grand tour, there's one room where we have the official vault. The vault, and it is a secured space where photography was not allowed, so that's why we've never shown you any video of it. And they said, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? And I paused for a second and said, okay, just bring out the single nicest Tanzanites that we have in the vault.
Yeah.
And they thought for a moment. Eventually, they sat me down at actually a desk like this with a black top on it and brought out this silver briefcase, like you used to remember Deal or No Deal, those silver cases. It looked just like one of those. And he opened up this silver briefcase and took out this little clear packet of the single nicest Tanzanites that I had seen in my life. I will say this. This is what I was looking at. These are the stones right here. This is the kind of quality that I was seeing back then 6 years ago. I hate trying to hold the trillion.
Which we don't see that now.
No, we don't.
You guys, we're putting up a 2-minute clock. If more of you jump on the phone lines, we will extend it. If not, we are moving on. Come here, I want to talk to you for just a second because I want you to understand what it is that you're purchasing right now. That's not single A Tanzanite.
No.
You want single A Tanzanite. Single A Tanzanite's very rare, but you can get it out there. That's not double A. You want triple A, it's not triple A. You are getting the rarest, the most valuable, the most sought after, and again, you're getting it for $270 on your interest-free budget payment. I guarantee you right now, I said we're at a below wholesale price. We are at a below wholesale price because right now, if we were at the JCK show and we offered our vendors $1,349 per stone, they'd say, they wouldn't laugh at us because they're our friends, right? But they'd say, no, sorry, can't do it. So, Tim, you never put the clock up there. Let's get that clock up there. We're going to give you 2 minutes. If more of you jump in, Tim, clock, 2 minutes. If more of you jump in, we will give you more time. If not, we are moving on in 2 minutes. And these stones will go back up to the $3,000. So get them now. Yeah, you've got to be jumping in on these right now while we have them available. Minimum 3 carats each. I want to show you the emerald cut or the octagon cut next. This is the most unforgiving shape of gemstone. I don't care what the stone is. If you don't have the perfect color, it becomes painfully obvious anytime you see in an octagon or an emerald cut. This, as you can see, is the perfect color. You can't hide things in this cut. In an oval, in a round sometimes. There's other cuts where you can kind of hide things and you can get away with something. Not right here. That is almost 3/8 of an inch. That, again, that's going to be about a 10 by 8 millimeter stone. And let me show you all the way around again so you can see. Look at the make. Perfectly done stone. Minimum of 3 carats. That is fantastic, what you're getting in on. These are collector's pieces. Yes. Of what that means, a minimum of 3 carats. So I want to go to the board behind me here for just a second. So remember one of the things that Sean told you about, these are all free-form sizes. So what that means, calibrated sizes are like a 7 by 5, an 8 by 6, a 9 by 10. You know, these are calibrated sizes, in the industry. So you could go anywhere and you could get an 8 by 10. That's going to be the millimeter size size of the stone. These are freeform. Now, they're going to be very close, right? They'll be very close to those calibrated sizes, but they have been cut to retain the rough. So what that means, you're getting a minimum of 3 carats. If we're talking about a stone that could be selling for $3,000 a carat, and you get a 3 carat 30, that's 30 extra points that you're getting that you don't have to pay for. That's like money in your pocket. But I think the really important thing to understand is what you're purchasing here. And I know that there are a lot of you that are watching right now and you're like, I've never bought a loose gemstone. I don't know what to do with a loose gemstone. So let's go through it again. If you want to resell them, now you now know your final price, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to that higher end jeweler, private, not mall, and you're going to say, I want to put my stone on consignment. And they're going to ask you what you paid for it. So you're going to say, I got it for $1,349, right? Now, again, you want to agree before they put it on consignment what percentage they're going to take, because you don't want them taking 50% of the stone. 20% is fair. That's enough motivation that they're going to